Okay, it's just chatting. Okay, that's cool.
There's two things I genuinely wish to address, not because, you know, a lot of people were making it a big deal, but some people have brought it up in replies and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just explain. When everything went down, God, the Bao's cries are forever ringing in my head. That was so tough. I'm having a hard time being upset with anyone who still trusts and forgives her because, and I say this in all honesty, the reason it worked for so long is because her words are as sweet as butter, and chances are yours probably simply just as easily manipulated as everyone else. If you read all of these things and you see nothing wrong with it, give it a few years. The only night that was difficult was the first night after dropping the first doc. It was 10 a.m. I had to go to bed, and just being scared of what the heck a literal manipulator could possibly come up with overnight, and what a shit show you could possibly wake up to. It's literally just hearsay the entire
And that sounds
apology.
exciting.
And worst of all, throughout this whole hearsay, it's full of bullshit. If yesterday was the first time you saw me crash out, which I'm pretty sure that is for every single person ever in this community, I'm sorry. Reading this made me more vulnerable to demonic possession. I highly suggest you check it out yourself. Everything that is publicly available is through receipts. Needlessly to say, more stuff has happened, but most of these things don't have receipts, or the receipts have personal, private stuff attached to it that's just you just can't share. Some of the stuff
Like
we
you don't
might
know the
talk about
context.
today is hearsay because that's just my own experience that happened in person. It's my word against whoever else wants to challenge it, and that's okay. The next couple days will just be people expressing the disappointment. It is typical narcissistic manipulation fashion. Like,
Holy fuck, her
this
boobs
whole
are so good though.
and like I said, if you don't see it that way, I don't blame you.
I can't
Chances
focus
are
on the
you're too
video.
young and naive. You're just as gullible.
I just
and
see
easy
all
to
the bouncing
manipulate.
going
If
on.
you don't see it, I fully get it. I don't support it. I hope you'll eventually see it. It's typical. I take accountability for nothing. I shove the blame over to my man. I knew nothing. Everything was behind my back. I'm sorry you feel this way. Like, come on. It's just business fashion. When a company has an employee fuck up, guess what? The company has to take actions. The company has to
that's
pay
what I said as well, like,
and make amends
yeah.
for the employee. It's just business. You burn your Sinder merch. You do what you wanna do. If that's how you cope with this, that's also okay. You don't have to atone for someone's sins and feel bad about the good times you've had. Whether they were fake or not doesn't matter. You had a good time. Again, if you cope by burning your merch, I ain't judging. You cope the way you wanna cope. I cope through memes and making
It's
fun
how
of
she
things. That
gets
also
you
isn't
to
fucking
agree with her,
perfect.
you to listen, just stare at boobs and
If
say
you
yeah,
have it in
yeah.
you and you can cope with it, try and donate everything you've got. Any shirt, sweater,
That must still need to
figurine,
work on
plush,
that a little
whatever
bit.
the fuck it is, just donate it. I'm strongly anti-drama. I don't care for it. I'm usually not well informed. I'm not very chronically online either. I often wake up, go stream, go game, go bed.
Holy
The
fuck,
thing with
those
the no
physics
drama
though.
rule is, every time you have rules like this, there's a line that cannot be crossed. Because once that line is crossed, it's fair game. It's all fair game. And based on people's reaction, I don't think anyone blames me for getting
Strongly
involved and
anti-drama is
speaking
in
up
this
and
old drama?
strongly
No,
speaking
this is
about it.
boobs.
Once a certain line is crossed, it's fair fucking game. I don't give a shit what kind of rules or morals I've got. It's fair fucking game. Man, I do wish,
I'm not even listening to her, I'm just looking at her boobs.
Goddamn ass crack of the world compared to all my friends. I really wish I could just have a short little flight over and be like, man, I'm sorry, Boober. Everyone is so sad. I don't want to make it sound like only Bao is sad, but Bao got stabbed real bad. Let me just address two things, because I know most people are caught up. Then I'll get you a TLDR. I know this hasn't been getting any traction whatsoever, but I've seen some, let's call them valid calls, where people go, If Lily knew all this, why didn't she speak up sooner? I'm not a fucking bitch. Everyone who's had a long-lasting, healthy friendship knows that sometimes you lash out. I'm not gonna fucking cancel my fucking friends just because they called me a bitch, or in the heat of the moment and in great panic they threw me under the bus once. Sometimes when you're backed in the corner, scraping the bottom of the barrel, you cope by lashing out. You deflect. I'm not saying it's good, but it happens. I'm not gonna throw a fucking Google Docie out there just because I've been mildly done wrong once. You know? The actual starting point, the dominoes fell when one thing leaked.
Wait, so is ShyLily actually the least mentally ill VTuber?
It was about me being slandered,
oh my god,
throwing all kinds of accusations.
I'm starting to like her.
To Nano, making me seem problematic. They were saying I dodged collabs with them. Collabs that had like 7 fucking other people in there. Collabs I was thrown into in a big ass group chat and simply said, sorry, can't do. Because I have something that day. One of them was a dentist thing. The day after the dentist, I just simply didn't fucking want to. And the other one, yeah, I dodged. Yeah, I did. Because at that one, I already knew. The one person that is the reason for me dodging is the one concerned as to why I'm dodging. What about the 6 other people who were just looking at me dodging and going, oh, okay, she's busy. It's kind of weird that the only person that has a reason to be weary was actually weary. It's called projection. Because she fucking knew. Anyways, I was accused of not acknowledging her when she rates. Oh, sorry. You know when Buff rated me earlier? I'm sorry for not calling Buff's full government fucking name. Buff Pop of Twitch.tv, thank you so much for your raid and bringing your community from Buff Pop from Twitch.tv over here. Now I get to say it. When she raided, she is center fucking stage. I am pausing my sponsor to talk to her. I'm having a normal ass reaction to a raid, like I have with everyone. Gotta get the full government name out there because apparently else people don't feel graced. Like, damn, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, them saying I've been weird ever since V-Card, which also isn't true. We've literally done a collab ever since. We've talked ever since. I contacted her for a technical issue that you guys said she also had ever since. Just a bunch of stuff that makes me sound weird and competitive.
How'd I pause? We were watching like a video of ShyLily responding to the Sinder drama.
When again?
Just something while I eat,
that one
basically.
Started it all. And I was like...
Okay, to be real, I don't even know like what she's talking about. I'm just looking at her boobs at this point.
That's fucked up. And I gave Nano the receipts of it's not true. Somehow, before Nano worked on my 3.0 model, that wasn't a problem. Everyone who is in contact with me, anyone who is close, even my viewers, everyone knows I suck at Discord. And she knows that too, because it happened last year as well. It's why we have a group chat with her and Buska and me. So if she wants to plan something, she knows where to go. And she has used it in the past, recently. So anyways,
we were thinking the same thought, I know, right?
Dodging a collab.
That's why you were in this community.
And yes, I am guilty of ghosting 2 messages.
Why does it shake so much?
Collab, which, by the way, she also only does.
I think it shakes the right amount.
Business related. AFK drop, V-card drop, any event, any debut, any announcement, any merch. Then I'm important. Long story short, that was the one message that got everything rolling because I explained how that's weird. That's cringe and manipulative. If she has a problem and
I wish I had boobs like that, honestly.
That's where it started. That's where poor Nano realized that there is more such incidents. She has critical thinking and she's like, if this is weird, are the others also weird? The ones where she literally on the screenshots says she feels bad for doing all these things she's being asked to do. And obviously, me being a friend, I talked to Nano and I was like, Nano, I'm gonna be honest, some of the stuff you have here,
hey, you're so great, thank you.
I'm thankful for you showing this to me, but I highly encourage you to share this with the people affected, especially Bao,
But
because
not as good as them.
that one
Yeah, I
nasty
know, I
one
know.
where she sabotages Bao. And Nano, the fucking Giga Chat she is, agreed. A few days later, because Bao had surgery, so it took a while. We made a group chat. Can you imagine? That Giga Chat fucking whale comes out of surgery and has to deal with this. That group chat we used to expose everything. Not just, from Nano's messages and having to deal with her manipulation, but we also came to realize that everything that happened to us individually those weren't isolated
How much
incidences.
do you think?
It was a year-long.
Wait, how much do I think her model cost? Probably like 10 to 20K? Probably. Could it be even more, honestly? Like, I don't know.
Pattern. Everything connected. It was a pattern that consisted over years.
Oh?
And respect to my
Wait,
friends,
what the fuck
we
is
all
going on?
decided after all of the receipts and obviously being very emotionally unstable to sleep over it for a night.
Oh, I
Give
see.
it one night. Let's sleep over it. The next day, once everyone was awake and had time to deal with their emotions, we all still knew this has to happen. This isn't just to expose what she's done to us. This is to expose the fact that she is doing these things. Complete speculation. But if that's the stuff that happens in this circle, what else could happen? Again, speculation, but we were like, we would feel terrible knowing that she conducts business throughout the next couple years, hurting more people like this. Turns out it was just a bit bigger than our group, and we all knew she was gonna throw her
Gunnar economy,
manager
I mean,
under the bus. When you look at
yeah,
the
I guess so.
screenshots,
I mean,
and
she
you
has a
know
lot of
her, and you
supporters.
see the manipulation, the first fucking thing you know is she'll throw her manager under the bus. Everything went live, and you know what she's done? The first thing they both did, they messaged Nano, going, Nano, please. You know what that absolute fucking Giga Chat did? Blocked. We knew this was happening. Whatever. We've said our piece. There's no reason to continue to dogpile onto it. But then, the next evening, the quote-unquote apology dropped. But it wasn't even an apology. It was, I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you got caught in this.
What happened to the person we were talking
I'm
about?
sorry I was manipulated into hurting you. Fuck of an apology, bro. And one thing that struck me,
I mean, I did like a
specifically is when she
TLDR
dedicated
video,
a
so you can
section
go
to
watch
making
that if you want.
someone else. I am going to be super
It's in like the clips and
Not even a
highlights.
section for myself. For someone that is so upset for me not naming her full fucking government Twitch.tv name, for someone to just put me in a document as Lily when previously referring to me as the other gamer subs owner. I don't even get a section for myself with my name properly fucking written. Come on, bro. Don't be such a hypocrite. You don't get to be upset at that shit and then put me there, throw me in there and be like, I'm so sorry, I had no knowledge of this. And that's when I got mad, because no knowledge my ass. A lot of what we know is hearsay. Because the girls spend time together. Vacation, travel, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the stuff that we posted about is only stuff we have hard-coded receipts for. But there is also more receipts, verifiable receipts, that weren't added to the doc because either there are smaller things that just only really become a problem when added up, or they were a little too private to be shared. For her to claim she has no knowledge when I know for a fact she does, but I have no proof other than hearsay, it reminded me of that one fact, the one receipt we do have though, where she herself personally throws me under the bus, and I made sure to quote her own words, because again, that screenshot isn't public. She'll know what we're talking about. And the fact that she only took accountability for stuff that's been published and not the stuff that was kept hidden,
Wow.
says enough.
Big surprise.
To have her use me as part of an excuse as to why she had to let her friend down, that very same friend that spent months of prep, hard work and effort and received a million empty promises, just because a couple days before that she wanted to reschedule a V-Card collab to, make a nice big boom as a collab and sell a bunch of boxes to make some bag. Imagine for a fucking collab. Could have had the collab any other day too. Could have been a day or two earlier. Could have been a day or two later. She rescheduled that collab to be on that date.
Back in stock.
Put it there.
Blowhole blast.
People saying, why didn't you handle it private? We did once.
Damn.
And she's only
Bosek, do you have some blowhole blast?
pretending to be apologetic when put on the spot. No proper apology from her before the crash out. None. She's only sorry when she gets caught, because she knows fucking with that friend that she fucked with will mean the end of her career.
My god, I can't
'Cause
stop
if you're not
looking,
good
guys. I
standing
can't
with that
stop
person,
looking.
You're not good standing with like
Focus, guys,
probably
focus.
80% of the indies that mattered to her. She wasn't sorry
I've
because
tried it, not
she
my cup of
fucked
tea.
over her
Was it a
friend's
budget blast?
opportunity
Maybe.
on a day that she said she'll be there. She was sorry she was caught in true narcissistic, selfish, egoistic fashion. Will you ever do a collab again? What, with her? Fuck no, of course not. With others, of course. With my friends, of course. Obviously. Oh, let me just platform that very same person that tried to de-platform me and
Yeah,
all of my friends
blowhole.
that helped her get there to
What
begin
was the
with. Let me
taste
just
again? I
continue
can't
to platform
remember.
that one person that tried to backstab
What was the
us
flavor?
when begging to be in our positions. Throwing me and game ourselves under the bus to save her ass? Fuck no. Oh, the pressure I feel. What pressure? The pressure you begged for? The pressure you told them you wanted to have? The responsibility you asked for? Where you wanted to be alongside me? Fuck no. You want a good apology for when you fuck up? You ever need an apology for when you actually fuck up? For when you are the bad bitch? Just say, I'm fucking sorry I acted this way. My greed has caused a lot of damage. Greed that got to me from growing too fast and being too filthy rich.
Mango,
by
coconut,
riding on my
passion
friends'
fruit,
backs.
and finishing touch of
And so I've
lime.
seen
Oh,
how
okay.
grateful I was supposed to be
Yeah, I
for it.
don't.
saw
I don't
nothing-
usually
saw it as
like
nothing but an
mango
asset.
drinks either.
I've been truly blinded by how absolutely malicious, vile, and toxic I've treated them behind the scenes. Pretending to be a friend while separating business and sabotaging them. I can never repair the damage I've caused. And I see now clearly what it truly means to lose everything that you were supposed to be grateful for. I'll take some time away and hope to better myself. I'll never be able to repair what I've broken. But I can try and come forward and be a better person in hopes to have learned from this absolutely awful thing that I've done to my most closest and most supportive, loving friends that are the sole reason I have this platform to begin with. Boom. Just owe up to it. Take some accountability. Just be like, yeah, I've been a dick. Yeah, I've been a fucking
Wait,
ass.
guys, what's accountability? Is it something I can eat?
So blinded by my success and money and greed for
Hello,
even
hero,
more.
cape,
The greed was
Baldi.
unbearable. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
terrible.
the word I
Of
was
course
looking
wouldn't
for.
fucking believe
Hi,
it. What the fuck?
Baldi.
Manipulator. But it's the only way to set things right and to maybe
How
not
you
be
doing?
a fucking laughingstock for like the next half a year. Subscribe for business.
Yeah, I think ShyLily is great. She's funny.